How's it, guys, and welcome to another episode of Normalizing Rarities. I'm Francis, the host of Top Rock's video sale. Top Rock is Africa's oldest, largest, most established wholesaler of minerals and fossils, and I'm just going to, take you through a little adventure through Africa. We've got 71 flats today, some absolutely exquisite pieces, starting with some stalactitic malachite of a lot of things. If you're here for the first time, happy days, welcome. Cara will put a little email in the comment section and pin that for you guys who have not done this before. You just put down the box number beneath your name, or in the comment section, here the live comment section, not the ordinary comment section. There's two comment sections on YouTube, the live comments, and then just the box number. Happy days. If your account doesn't have a name, please help us out. Sometimes it just says like Q or D or a whole bunch of numbers. Introduce yourselves and go, hello, I am Jenny. Whatever. Apart from that, we're a wholesaler. We require a minimum order of 10 kilograms. This is only to mostly negate the shipping costs. Anything over 10 kilograms is obviously, because we charge, not we, UPS and DHL, they charge per kg, and the rate per kg goes down up until 32 kg. So you don't have to buy 10 kgs all at the same time. You can buy and stockpile until it reaches the golden weight limit, which is 32 kilograms. That's for air freight, by the way. Apart from that, we had an absolute rampant episode on Tuesday, which has given me cause to just slow down a little bit and allow people to see the products better. It's not going to help, because the issue was people, servers across the world are not all the same. However, we've got major customers claiming first that are in Australia, that are in Denmark, that are in the States. So I don't know if it's all server related, and it's also, if it's server related, there's nothing I can do about it. However, I can give you some advice. And I know this from Cara myself. So when we're on the show, when it's happening, then we have to sync up our devices, because it goes out of sync. And we use the same internet. So my recommendation is to hit that forward button, or to always make sure that you're going as far forward as you possibly can. You can't go too far forward because everyone's on the same limit. Well, everyone's watching at the same time. But if you think you are behind, just make sure to, if you're on a laptop or a PC, press the forward button, or if you're on a phone or a tablet, tap the screen to go forward, or to make the timeline go forward, so you know that you are as far forward as you can. Right, now, without further ado, let me get started on flat number one. Flat number one, some beautiful Boekenhouthoek, nice lilac with limonite bases crystals. There's 35 of these beautiful crystals for $39. Just a note to beta as well. When we do, everything here gets charged, legally speaking, in rands. We can't export anything without doing it in rands. So we do add the dollar price, because most international people understand the dollar price. Having said that, we round up always to the highest number, so you get a pleasant surprise hopefully every time you get it, because, there you go. Right, flat number two. This is from a recent Cape Town stock. It's not the flashiest of malachite specimens. Free forms, there's 6 free forms. A little bit scruffy, not the great. Nick's got them down as A grade down to good grade. $25 explains why. That's cheap for malachite. From Zululand in flat number 3, there are 79 little amethyst crystals. These little beauties from here locally, where we are based in KwaZulu-Natal. 79 of them get you $30 get you 79. Righto. A grade, double terminated rose quartz crystals. These beauties are cheap, 49 Rand for A grade rose quartz. I suspect we are trying to compete with the Chinese. Yeah, or I think we might have a bit too much rose quartz. Double terminated rose quartz, $49. 6 Sashi River red agate specimens, $25. these beauties from the border or boundary between Zimbabwe and Botswana. Partly polished, and look at that. That's what they look like in nature. And somebody got clever and started polishing them so many years ago. Beautiful flat for $25 only. Some Schroll black tourmaline. This is from Irongo. 24 crystals for $29. There's a little. There should be some highlight tourmaline on these. I think there's a very little bit over there. Oh, yes, no. Oh, that's not tourmaline. That is actually fluorite. That's cool. That's cool. So you get fluorite and you get some highlight. Oh, maybe it is just the fluorite that is fluorescent. Let's just have a closer look. That's just feldspar. Right. Right, flat number 7, one single amethyst, polished amethyst point from Madagascar. It's reasonably large. It weighs almost a kilo. That is $37 for this beautiful standing point. Smoky amethyst from Madagascar. And then ball malachite from the Mendingi mine in Congo. That's the Lakasi area. $43 a steal for a singular ball malachite specimen. Let's just have a beautiful look over here. Increasingly rare stuff. I don't think we'll be getting much of this going forward. Wow, you never know. Every time I say that, then something pops out of the woodwork, which is always pleasant. Flat number 9 from Irongo. This is purpurite we mine ourselves. It's polished, partly polished. I'll show you the back of this. That's what it looks like when it's matte polished. And then when we cover it with a little bit of resin, it really makes the purple, that metallic purple, pop out. 12 of these beautiful little specimens for only $38. And then from Luwena in Congo, some smoky quartz clusters, $37 for 6 of these. Let's just have a little bit of a closer look. Find some white phantoms. Lovely translucency through the windows there. Luwena is also where we get our citrine from. When we get citrine, that is also become a massive rarity. Luwena is a very, very hard place to get to and get from. Oh, that looks like an anhydro. That's not moving. Oh, that's nice. And then not so nice is this little chip at the top here. That's probably why it's only $37. Yeah. Flat number 11. This is Zimbabwean nightlife rock. Wow, not really. This is verdite with ruby corundum. 6 polished standing freeforms. If I can focus, thank you. See, this ruby corundum really does light up the room in a fluorescent place that glows a strong and violent red. Next got these down from very good to A grade, and there's a lot of ruby in them as well, not just a couple of splashes to make your heart beat late at night. Right, and then from Malawi, Malonji, 2 massive big smoky points, $49. That's beautiful crystals. These are 2 down here. Nick's got them down as A grade to very good grade. Very nice for $49. Flat number 13, golden limonite from Solwezi in Zambia. This is a special box because, well, I love to see the goethite. 12 of these specimens for $37, and they are beautiful, clear and transparent with a lot of goethite. The goethite is those little specks of black that you see. Invariably, that is where limonite is destined for. Goethite. Flat number 14, they are labeled as tigers. 3 various shaped malachite tigers. This is from the Cape Town stock. There's $30 for 6 of these. I don't know about the grades here. They're very good at the best, and then good as the rest. Flat number 15, we've got polychrome jaspis mushrooms, $25 for 2 large mushrooms. Picasso jasper also, that's what you might know it is. It's nice to see that very light blue color, the rarest of jasper colors. Very pretty. Flat number 16, stichtite in serpentine. Stichtite being that beautiful pink webbing in the serpentine matrix. 6 standing freeforms from Barberton, one of only 2 places in the world that provides the entire globe with this beautiful material. Hersticht, I shouldn't say hersticht, it's just hard not to because it sounds so German. Sticht, a miner from America, had uncovered this the first time in Tasmania, that little island south of Australia. Okay, this is not a standing freeform, it is just a freeform. $50 for 6 of these. Flat number 17, $32 is going to get you some natural blue lace agate from Nsanje, Malawi, a little town that's ensconced in the southern provinces of Malawi, that is entirely enveloped by Mozambique. To get this out takes, I think, 3 train rides, 2 bus rides. I think, yeah, no, that's pretty much it. No, 2 train rides and 3 bus rides. Yeah, to eventually make it its way down here to South Africa. 12 of these beautiful specimens for $32. Flat number 18, $56, gets you beautiful polished smoky amethyst, 1 point. And then this beautiful stepped specimen. Look at that, that is stunning. Nice smoky on the bottom there. That is $56 for those 2 beautiful polished specimens from Madagascar. Next up, we got some standing free, they're not standing freeforms. This is chrome muscovite, polished freeforms that in mica matrix. Some here at Top Rock also refer to it as camosite. To be honest, we actually don't really know what it is, but we do know there's a lot of chrome, and muscovite is pretty much the closest thing it comes to. Flat number 20, $79 for this reasonably large chevron amethyst standing freeform. That is 3.65 kilograms of beautiful chevron. This is from Madagascar. $79 only. Happy days. And then we got a nice, interesting botryoidal malachite piece, and $91. It is very pretty. It's very odd, and it does have a few little scuff marks. But for $91, there's a steal for something really interesting. And then an absolutely glorious Boekenhouthoek cluster. Look at that beautiful lilac fairy quartz. Let's get it all into the sun. It's $123 for this beautiful Boekenhouthoek lilac spirit quartz cluster. It is 4.5 kilos of lilac gorgeousness. And in fact, 23, one singular blue lace agate specimen. It almost threatens to have a vug way throughout, but not quite. There's that lovely dogtooth calcite on the inside as well. Lovely specimen, this. Blue lace agate, have to love it. On to the next trolley. More Boekenhouthoek. We've got some large windowed light lilac clusters, all 6 of them for $37. This is a very interesting one over here. with interesting hematite inclusion there. That is light lilac Boekenhouthoek. Things of beauty. Flat 25 all the way from Madagascar. We've got 35 clear quartz double terminated crystals. That's $42 for 35 of these. Most of them have lovely veils in. But no other inclusions as maybe this one? No, it's not as clear. It might be a little bit of fluorite. It's just definitely limonite. Yeah, that's all I can say about that. I don't think that would be chlorite. It's just the way that the sun shines on a veil. Right, 26, we've got some more beautiful limonite clusters, geode in this respect, $32 for 6 of these. They also have lovely amounts of goethite inside, as well as a bit of red iron action going on there. Some hematoid action. Sweet, that's flat 26, $32. Flat 27, $34, which is ridiculously cheap for 3 rose quartz spheres that weigh 136. I did take these earlier on. I'm not going to do it on the video because that is painful. These two have asterisms. The two at the top. And this one not so much. On to flat 28. Copal amber, not Baltic amber. This is from Madagascar, and it's as opposed to Baltic. This is a mere 10 million years old. $41 for a lot of copal amber. It is 250 grams worth of wood glue. Nice. On to flat 29, $52 for these are 2 superb A-grade labradorite standing freeforms. Beautiful labradorescence. I am kind of relieved and surprised at the same time that we still have A-grade labradorite. Flat number 30, Boekenhouthoek. Also, there's still the light lilac clusters with the big windows. That's flat 30, $37 for 6 beautiful Boekenhouthoek crystal clusters. Flat number 31, $42. We've got 4 polished smoky quartz points. These were rated A-grade to very good to just ordinary good. It's a nice step. That's $31, $42 for those 4 polished smoky quartz points. And then we've got some lapidary purpose malacola, that's malachite and chrysocolla. 6 of these large chunks of beautiful lapidary excitement. But 4 kilos and 19 for these cobbed pieces. Flat number 33, we've got another beautiful Irongo black tourmaline crystal flat. 12 of them in here. This one has an obvious large amount of highlight opal, the feldspar at the back. Here's a little bit with, is that highlight? Yes, I think so. That's flat 33, 12 Schroll crystals for $30. And then some beautiful traditional Boekenhouthoek, nice lilac limonite base crystals, 20 of them for $41. And then some Swazi bloodstone prisms, $33 gets you 3 of these. That's $11. I love easy maths. $11 a sail or a prism. That's a lovely red jade there with a verdite come green jade in the matrix, in the mix. From Boekenhouthoek, and $25 for 12 beautiful, not all of them are amethyst. There's a smoky here as well from Brandberg, 12 specimens for $25. That's a steal if it's from Brandberg. And then 37, we've got some beautiful cobbed watermelon fluorite pieces from Ace, just on the northern part of the Brandberg. This one's got some blue in. I always love the blue. There we go, look at that. Sort of up to the sky. It's a beautiful day as you can. Oh, hang on. Oh, almost dropped the phone. It's a beautiful day here in the KwaZulu-Natal, just outside Maritzburg in the Umpushini Nature Reserve. That's $22 for 6 cobbed watermelon fluorite specks. 38, we've got one reasonably large stichtite standing freeform. That's a beautiful standing freeform, that beautiful stichtite webbing for $35 only. Flat number 39, 35 Boekenhouthoek crystals, and these have been pretty much taken over by the limonite. They are lovely. Look at that lovely one crystal there. That's beautiful. Look at how they shine. $46 for 35 little specimens. Flat number 40, we've got some rose quartz pyramids, 5 of them for $55. Tempted to do the maths again, but I'm going to let it go. Flat number 41, $33 for 20 chevron amethyst galleys or palm stones. These are rated as very good grade by Nick, and there's some smoky elements as well. That's 20 of these beautiful little palm stones for $33. Flat 42 is an absolute winner. These Brandberg clusters, this one here especially, has that smoky quartz with a lot of highlight opal as well. It's always worth looking for fluorite in there as well as tourmaline. That's a lovely flat. There we go. Here's an example of the smoky quartz with a bit of tourmaline at the base. There's a couple of smaller crystals here as well. So there's 11 crystals in this flat in total, plus a couple of absolutely beautiful clusters. Right, flat 43. Oh, I should have gone back to these. We got some beautiful A-grade rose quartz points or towers. I suppose they're big enough to be towers. A-grade, $52 for these two. That is a very good price for A-grade rose quartz. Flat number 44, from Mumbwa in Zambia, comes a little bit of Mumbwa amethyst geode. It's a pretty small geode as far as Mumbwa sometimes go. That's $32 for that one only. And then a bit of a weird one from a private collection. This is malachite covered in quartz, or grown-up druzy, I suppose. Let's try and get this in the sun properly. Very odd specimen, this. $131 for that specimen, and that is 2.78 kilograms. Nick has it down as A grade. Let's just pour over to a little more. Next up is a spectacular piece of Brandberg. This is deep dark purple, an amethyst cluster, $83. And that is exceptional. That is definitely one of the highlight flats in the sale tonight. $83 for that beautiful cluster. Flat 47 from Madagascar. We got two bright orange standing freeforms, bright orange calcite standing freeforms, $45 for the two. And then on to the last trolley for today is some beautiful blue lace agate. And here are some lovely examples of the dogtooth calcite. $37 for three of these beautiful specimens. And look at those calcite formations. There, that's even better. The last one here, these are $37 for the three. On to flat 49, some beautiful coral flower agate hearts. Six of these, just in time for Valentine's Day. Look at these, $35 for six. And the largest of the bunch is this one. Always hoping I turn around and see a large vug. Not to be, not today. Right, in flat 50 is an absolute exquisite flat. This is four Erongo cubic, well, somewhat cubic quartz crystals, $44. Let's have a closer look at these. And can't figure out which way is better, facing the sun or away from the sun. However, there's a previous flat. This had some black tourmaline rutile in the quartz or in the fluorite. Right, $44 for four of those beautiful specimens. Flat 51, $39 for some Girasol, or as I suppose it was supposed to be Duracell, but it got misquoted by a famous lady that wrote a book about rocks. Lol. 12 of these beautiful palm stones for $39. And then flat 52, one for the collectors, two Labethonite specimens for $38. Next up, we've got some double terminated lepidolite specimens. This is from Zimbabwe, $38 for six of these. Next up at 54, we've got some blue kyanite specimens. Here's a lovely blue one. There are, somebody actually counted these, there's 51 of these beautiful little sheaths for $31. Let's just see the weight, almost 2 kilograms of blue kyanite, Zimbabwean. And then that typical beautiful red petrified wood, that's, well, typically from Madagascar, two large eggs for $38. Blue lace agate up again in flat 56, $29 for 2 large specimens, and this one is absolutely exquisite. Nice large vug on one side, and the other one is not too dissimilar. That is beautiful. On to flat 57, we have got a flat of, how best to put, I'd say a whole flat of, well, polychrome jasper, partly polished polychrome jasper.
Done deal. Yeah.
Right, on to 58, 20 silky malachite specimens for $26. This one immediately caught my eye. Look at that, that is beautiful. Silky malachite. Nick's got this whole flat down as everything from A grade to good grade. That is pretty much what you can expect from a wholesaler. I know sometimes it upsets you guys that you can't just get A grade, but that's not how the world of mining works. And if we were to go about buying only A grade, then hundreds and thousands of lapidarists and miners would go hungry. Flat 59, $46 for 24 polished amazonite freeforms from Zimbabwe. These are only, I think, good grade to medium grade, so not even that good. Flat number 60, some green quartz. A whole lot of green quartz, that's 1.65 kilograms. We take some out. Green quartz. Nick, the green quartz is chlorite.
Well, we call it Valentine quartz.
Valentine quartz.
Actually, for one reason.
Oh.
Not because it's something you're going to get you a loved one.
Hang on.
Hang on.
Hang on. No one can hear you.
Okay. All right. Okay.
What is this called and why?
It's no one ever. It's called Valentine quartz because Valentino, our old friend from Zimbabwe that I've known for 30 years, found this and started digging them out. Actually, all of these are actually quite cool because they've got little self-heal points. They've got little double terminations. They're actually not broken. They are all regrown and self-healed around the outside. And obviously, being this size, you don't dig very many of these out. So I think for a month, somebody digs and they find maybe 10, 12 kilos, and that's it. Which half of them are good. These are nice.
Very nice. Thank you.
Green chlorites, yes. That was the short answer.
Is that the short answer?
Yeah, I gave you the roundabout.
Thank you. I'll come back for those. Right, there we go. Valentine quartz, and now you know why. Flat 62, $54 for 6 weird, funky cubic fluorite specimens. These are very special because, well, apart from being fluorite, you can see the outside layer of purple with the green peeping through. It's probably a better example. That's 6 of these beautiful specimens for $54. These I've actually it's taken a long time in the acid baths to get these clean. Personally, I kind of like the ones that don't go into the acid. But some of them are that dirty with the iron on top of the quartz that it has to go into quartz. What the acid does, obviously, is also, it does eat away a little bit at the little ridge and edges of the purple fluorite that separate the fluorite, green fluorite from the purple fluorite. So yeah, I might find an example when I'm finished here. Right, flat 63. This is probably the last flat of Okoruso until we get a new shipment in maybe 2 weeks' time. There's 15 of these beautiful specimens for $45, and the exceptional yellow fluorite. Look at that, that is beautiful. Okoruso getting trickier and trickier to mine from. The artisanal miners have been clamped down upon by the owner of the mine, who's a Namibian, simply because they are intending to sell the mine to the Chinese. And obviously selling a mine, a big industry, involves, well, a cleaning up practice of sorts. So yes, if you by any chance do get your hands on Okaruso or see it somewhere, grab it, because it's definitely a finite deposit. We know exactly where the deposit is, except it is on private property. We actually had the mining rights to mine in Okaruso, but the negotiations with the old owner came to an abrupt stop when he started talking to the Chinese. Because obviously, if we were to renegotiate that mining claim, then we would have to speak to the Chinese. Right, on to some ferrostone from the Iron Duke mine in Zimbabwe. This is $45 for one large heavy sphere. Beautiful stuff this, black basalt with pyrite. And then flat 65. Three more beautiful blue lace agate specimens with dogtooth calcite. Flat number 66. Here we go with some beautiful ball malachite on Druzy from the Mndingi mine in Congo. That's $74 for this one specimen. You know the rule of the game, man. You don't keep it fair. Flat 67, some smithsonite from Congo. That's smithsonite in an aragonite matrix. That's the light blue. I don't know if you can see it properly. Here's maybe a better example. $35 for four of these points. Yeah, man. Right, flat 68. Some very impressive long Boekenhouthoek crystals. Always nice to see these long ones. Bit of a rarity all on their own. There's let me just check. There are 11 of these little crystals in flat 68, $37 only. Right, on to one of the other stars of the show, a massively rare stalactitic malachite specimen. That is $324 for this absolute rarity. It is quite heavy. It is, let's just see there, that is 4.63 kilograms. Yeah, we don't often see stalactitic malachite. Sometimes years go by. Sometimes we get 5 in a year, sometimes more, and more often than not, we get none per year. So this is exceptionally rare. This is from Kolwezi in the Congo. Very, very special specimen that. Flat number 70, $91 for this reasonably large ball malachite on Druzy specimen. Just slowly play with it. It's 1 kilogram, 32 heavy. That's not too bad. And our last flat is but a small little verdite elephant. This 36.4 kilogram elephant, flat 71, is $498. Let me just walk around it slowly. And that is accompanied by a tree, so he can be not so lonely. That is a beautiful verdite elephant. Sculptured, and I love the old-fashioned way they do it. You don't see enough of this anymore. By Jumbo Moyo. Jumbo Moyo. Forever will your elephant live in someone's foyer or living room. All right, guys, thank you for joining us again, and I hope it was a nice evening. I hope the servers didn't screw with you too much. I hope you jumped forward. I hope most of you are happy. I hope you have an excellent day further. Happy days.